the biggest mindset shift that you had to make in order to reach this level in your business?
I had a number. One of the mindset shifts I had to have, now, as a physician, perfectionism is something we do, which you have to appreciate. If you have someone working on your brain, you would like perfectionism, right? But when you come into the world of entrepreneurship, it's almost like intelligent trial and error in a way. And so I had to redefine the way I thought about failure. And so failure is not fatal. Nobody died. We don't have to run a code. There's no problem here. It's a lesson. So I can win or I can learn. And that's really what gives us the freedom to do the experiments that are required for entrepreneurship to work. Because there are no guarantees. How many of you walked in like, who can guarantee that if I do this, then that will happen? It doesn't work like that in this world. And so you can win or you can learn. And so I'm in this place where when something doesn't work out, I don't throw a fit. I'm not mad. I just stop and like, what lesson is this teaching me? How is this a gift? How can I take this and turn it into weight lift, and get even stronger, get even better? So that was a big shift. Because if failure feels fatal, you can't move forward because you're constantly afraid. The second mindset shift, one day I was driving. My kids were initially homeschooled, then they went to private school, and then they went back to homeschool. So it's a whole journey. But when I put them in private school, I remember paying their tuition. I have 4 of them, okay? And I was driving back home. I was like, ouchie, that was a whole lot of money. And God was like, don't ever treat money that way. Mm-hmm. Money is given to you as a tool to exchange for something you want. If 4 of them go on to be excellent students, to be all that I call them to be as grown-ups, you won't remember what you spent. Mm-hmm. Don't ever think that the money you spent on them is too much, because it's an exchange. It's currency. You give it in exchange for what you want. And so the second mindset shift is that there is a shortcut to success. People say there's none. There is. It's mentors and coaches. And so when I started off as an entrepreneur, wow, I would never be on this stage. In fact, I would never be in the middle. I'd be at the back, and I'd find one person to talk to so nobody else would feel the need to talk to me. Where are my introverts? Someone is pointing at someone. Yes, they're all in the back. That was me. But think about what you require for entrepreneurship: speaking, building a referral base, networking, talking about money. All of these things, they're just things introverts don't want to do, okay? Now, when I decided, this thing I want to do for physicians, I'm ready to do it, I came to an event, like you guys are an event, and it was a speakers boot camp. And the first day was awesome. And I was at the back, so it was awesome. And then the second day, they had the nerve to say, everybody's going to speak for 3 minutes. I almost died. I went to escape, but I couldn't. And so they put us in this little breakout rooms, and we did our mini talk for 3 minutes. And they gave us a formula to speak so I could pull it off. I was like, this is fantastic. And then after that, they said, and you can work with us for 10 months, and this is what we'll do. And they started talking about all the things. I was like, oh, my goodness, this is amazing. And it's like, it's for an investment of $43,000. I was like, you all have lost your ever-loving minds. I was like, is this laced with gold? Like, I don't understand. And I didn't know about coaching. I didn't know about it. I was like, what just happened? Somebody make it make sense. But you see, I had this nudge that there's something so much more I can be, and this version of me can't pull it off. And so I called my husband. I said, there's this thing. These people are crazy. This is what they said. But I kind of sort of think we should do it. Until today, my husband still says, that is the best $43,000 we have ever spent. Now, that's what got me to where I launched a second business and took it to the first 100,000, first 200,000. We crossed $1 million in revenue. Now, when I got to 1 million, I knew that that version of me did not have the capacity to take us to 2 million. And so I didn't even wait to be told. I sat down, I was like, okay, Lord, who are we going to work with? Who's going to take us there? Because I know I can't take me there. And I don't have forever. We're burning daylight. And God in his faithfulness, he's like, this is the person you're going to work with. And within the next 12 months, we crossed the $2 million mark. So there is a shortcut to success. The third mindset, really quickly, because you're people of faith, there was a day I was thinking about my program, the Entrepreneurship Business School, and I was scared it wouldn't work, and what if that doesn't work, and that doesn't work? And God is like, you are very confused. I'm like, sir? He said, I built it. I'm the one who gave you the idea. I built it. It's complete. It's a complete prototype up here. I'm just looking for who will be faithful enough to build it down here. There is no chance of it failing except you don't do the work. So it is done. It is tested. It is proven. So when you have these pulls and tugs in your heart, don't ignore them. I had no idea it would be what it is now. I had no idea it would be a podcast and the books and millions in revenue and thousands of doctors' life change, a whole revolution. I had no idea. That nudging, there's so much after it. He doesn't show you the complete picture. Just say yes, and then yes, and then yes. And then people are like, how did you get here? You know what you did, but really, you don't know how you got there. Just say yes to those nudges because the product is already finished. It's complete. It's complete.
So good. That's so good. So good.